No customer service, part-time job especially. It's trash. Hello. Quite a few of you seem to enjoy pointing and laughing at poorly translated angry people, so I thought we'd do it again. Before we start, I do have faith that you're all smart enough to know this, but not everyone in Japan is like this, and I'm going to look for the worst. I love Japan. Look, I'll even include a short clip of me doing my best impression of a Japanese person to prove it. Now, with what I assume to be the greatest impression ever recorded out the way, please join me as we drink from the vitriolic chalice that is Google reviews. Late night clerk. No friendliness. I bought the chicken bar. The lady working here is disgusting. The customer service by the chubby lady with glasses at night is so garbage that I can't even grow grass. When reading a barcode reader, please don't hit it hard every time. I'm always irritated. This store won't give you a receipt. 1 star. I am appalled. The staff at 7 here has really bad customer service, and it feels like they make fun of the customers. I want the store to go out of business. In the morning and afternoon, a young male clerk who looks like a former hikikomori serves customers with a friendly attitude. Good luck with your return to society. 1 stars. For those not in the know, hikikomori is described by Britannica as a person who displays severe social avoidant behaviours for at least 6 months, causing distress and dysfunction. These behaviours include refusal to go outside of the home to work or to attend school, as well as withdrawing from social communications. Wait, that just describes me. I stopped by the store at 1 AM, but the clerk wasn't there, and I even rang the doorbell. No one came, so I waited for over 10 minutes. I often go to the store, but from the back of the register there was a man I didn't see very often, standing calmly at the register with his zipper half open and his hair a mess, looking sleepy. Even though I like going to this store, there are people like that, and it gives me a bad image. I would like you to refrain from such an attitude. You implying that there's a man standing with his knob out behind the counter, just flopping it onto the desk.
Cock.
I don't know if they're looking for efficiency, but there are people who are always in a hurry. I warmed up the food, but it was still cold. Sometimes the burrito was cold. The guy in the morning is kind and nice, but the guy in the middle of the night has a bad attitude. I think he may have just found a ghost. That's the start of a creepypasta, that is. Super public bath. I made a reservation for the family bath and told them to come 10 minutes early. So I went there, but it wasn't ready, and I ended up not being ready even 5 minutes early. To the young staff, I know it's difficult, but please, come early and serve customers with consideration for the feelings of those who have to wait. What? You annoyed that they didn't show up early? Just don't show up early. Show up on time. What's wrong with you? I hope there's a translation error, and I hope this person didn't just show up early to a bath and be like, I demand you show up when I show up. I am here, so you should be. I know this isn't a convenience store. I just, reading reviews is fun. Children under the age of 3 are not allowed to bathe in the public bath, even if they are out of diapers. He is not wearing diapers and is not incontinent. It was very unpleasant to be told that I couldn't do something just because of my age. Can we say that adults never leak urine? A store I don't want to go to again. The attitude of the staff was not as good as others. If I'm gonna go here, I'll go to 7, which is a little further down the road. That's how bad the response is. There's 7-Eleven. Let's see, this must be much better. It is not. Worst store, maybe because I was shopping late at night. I didn't say thank you. The old man who works late at night has a bad attitude. Too bad, come to think of it, there was no welcome message when I entered the store. There is no need for improvement, as I will never go there again. It's the middle of the bloody night, like, what are they complaining about? You try stay up all night and be happy. The attitude of the night clerk is bad. Customer service attitude is too bad. Nice. Ooh. The customer service from the female staff was good. Good, eh? I'll do. Alright, enough of that. I felt terrible. A black-haired woman with glasses? I went there around 5 PM. I was surprised how bad the attitude was. If I go there next time, I might yell. Please be careful, as it will be very annoying. I will make sure to yell very loud, and you will be very, very annoyed. Not angry, though. There's a female clerk wearing glasses who has a really bad attitude. If there are two people and one of the women is wearing glasses, she will be asked to come in a loud voice, so that's good. I don't even say thank you, but I purposefully look away and look in a completely different direction. I'm not asking for a smile, but I have to say out loud how much the bill is. I'm assuming it's a mistranslation, but the idea that this person goes in and is so passive-aggressive that they don't look at the clerk during any of it. They see the woman wearing glasses and they're like, I refuse to look at you. You can have my custom, but I will not look at you. Ban! Look how nice this area looks. I really would like to go to Japan one day. It's never going to happen, but I would love to go to Japan one day. I'm going to walk around and point at things. Mask compulsory. Places where non-masked people are prohibited from entering. Oh, sorry, hold on. The clerk was busy serving customers with his head down, probably because he was tired. I'm not saying it was cheerful, but to be honest, it was a disgusting response. There are many customers using ATM, because it's next to Carol. Hello. What's she doing there? Why is Carol there? Get her out of there. No. Oh, never mind. I thought that said Carol Ketamine for a second. What is it? Is it pachinko? Is it one of those things that's like, it's legally not gambling, but it's gambling? Yeah, it says pachinko right there. I just can't read. I'm just incapable of reading. Back to the Family Mart. You know what? No, I'm going to Carol Ketamine. I'm not wearing this. It smells weird. A store I'll never go to again. Only regulars are affected. Does it also have facial recognition? I think this person is claiming there's a conspiracy that because they're not a regular, they don't win. There's some over-the-top, like, machine learning system specifically designed to make sure they never win. I'm fully aware that it doesn't make much sense to say anything here, but I'd like to write about it here in hopes of reducing the number of victims. First of all, regarding slots. There are many things I don't know, as I have almost never won at this store. But it seems to be the highest number of tickets ever. So I know what happens when only first and second place had 10,000 coins. When it comes to pachinko, there are many people, both old and young, staring at the data. What are you looking at? What you're about to compete with is the table, right? Don't just look at the top. Look at the table below. Also, did you know that each car has a border? Not only are most of the machines below the border, there are some that don't spin even 10 times for 1,000 yen. Do you know what the performers are saying about this restaurant? There's a lot of information out there if you do some research. So if you really want to increase your chances of winning, think carefully. Unless you have extra money. What does any of that mean? I didn't win even once for 80,000 yen, and people around me don't show up at all. Are you planning on closing? Since all my savings have been used up, I will shift to another store. Thank you very much. That's, like, possibly very sad. Possibly very sad. I might one day just do a whole video on pachinko, because I can imagine it would get sad. Kamimine Carol doesn't have any settings for her juggler. I'm leaving it there. I'm not reading that one. I'm just going to leave that as it is. Actually, no, I'm not. Kamimine Carol doesn't have any settings for her juggler, and suddenly her performance goes from bad to bad. Therefore, determining the settings is also a waste. Well, it's probably difficult to manage with the introduction of Smazlot. If you want to win as a juggler, I highly recommend going to another store. These people are shocked and offended that they didn't win at the gambling casino, which is sad in a sense, depending on how you look at it. It would be morally grey of me to make fun of them for an extended period of time. Actually, I wasn't very thorough here. I found another one that I quite like. It all ended because of a clerk who spoke to me when I was in the specialised zone. Seriously, think about the timing. The toilet is dirty, and the washlet doesn't work. I don't want to go anymore. I bought frozen food, but they just handed it to me, without asking for the bag. Welcome and thank you were not said. This store, including the Japanese manager and foreign staff, even if you buy spaghetti, they don't give me a fork. They just give me chopsticks. You don't have to say no to each person who buys spaghetti, but please give them a fork. Please. Please, sir. May I have a fork? Hey, at least they gave it 2 stars. They didn't give it a 1 because they didn't get a fork. Please, sir. I can't eat my spaghetti with chopsticks. What for am I to do? No matter what time you call, they don't answer the phone. Are you not going out on purpose? Are you cutting corners? Who calls a convenience store? What are you calling them for? What do they possibly do? Excuse me, do you stock cigarettes? Have you made Fammy Chicky today? What are you asking for? As mentioned in other people's reviews, there's a male staff member who is not very responsive. When I was holding items in my hands instead of using a basket, they snatched them away as if to ask me to give them to them quickly. Also, he was the type of person who handled something in a plastic bag as if throwing it away. There was alcohol in it, right? Did something unpleasant happen? I'm worried. You okay, manager? I'm worried about you. Is there something you want to talk to me about? I'm all ears. I'll listen. We've got all day. It's okay. But if you try and toss my plastic bag like that again, you will know true fear. Greater than anything you've ever experienced. I added a bag without permission and was charged. I wasn't even asked if I wanted a bag. 1 star. I only go there during the day, but the large male staff member is overbearing and makes me feel really bad. I've been coming here for several years, but when I went today, there was a clerk I'd never seen before, which made me feel very bad. A parade of customer insults, even though there were multiple customers in the store. I think this is an act that tarnishes 7-Eleven's brand image. I decided not to go there again. The staff are very rude and unpleasant. Please let me quit soon. Please do not leave your checked baggage unattended. I will think it's a bomb and I will call the EOD. Help! There is a bomb at my local 7-Eleven. I've rattled the bag and it made beeping noises. The male clerk didn't say welcome or thank you. They'd hate me. They'd hate me in a shop. If I was working customer service, they'd hate me. I wouldn't even look them in the eye. I am possibly the worst human being. Never mind. The woman with glasses who looks like the owner is truly the worst. High-handed, misunderstanding. A store with really bad customer service, especially with a lass in the evening. Why is it translated to lass? When I was checking out cup noodles, I dropped them on the floor and said sorry and put them in the bag. It's food. Besides, do you need chopsticks? That's it. Eat with your hands. Eat with your hands, you dirty boy. The other day, I didn't even ask, and I didn't have chopsticks. Is there a manual? Worst store that has something every time I go. Alright, I've sufficiently wasted that time. See ya. Da, 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 da. No more pills or alcohol. I've just realised that I've recorded the whole thing on the wrong monitor, so you can't see any of this.